Hello everyone, this is Kubernetes SIG localization sub-project monthly meeting. And I'm Soko. I'm one of co-lead of this sub-project. And this sub-project is also in CNCF project, so please try to follow the code of conduct of CNCF. In short, try to be nice to each other. Okay, let me share the meeting note. So we use meeting note for the agenda and record the discussion result. Let me share my screen. So folks, do you see my screen clearly? Thanks. Okay, so you can go to the meeting agenda here. And if you are accessing to this document, please try to add your name to the participants. And since there are new folks, I would like to make them introduce themselves. So, Suruch, could you explain yourself?
Yeah, sure. So hi everyone. My name is Ruchi Kumari and I'm an undergraduate student from India. And I have recently contributed to some other CNCF projects too. Like one of those is Meshri, where I'm a community member too. And I've recently joined Kubernetes community and now I'm currently contributing to SIS docs. So yeah, that's all about me.
Thank you, Suruch. Welcome to Kubernetes SIG Docs, and we need your help. And yeah, please try to contribute to the Hindi localization first. That might be easier to you, and maybe you can spread your contributions to all around the project itself. Okay, Ali, could you explain yourself?
Yes, sure thing. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Ali Douer or Ali Douer. I am a software engineer, cloud software engineer. I've worked at a couple of companies in and around cloud native, and I'm interested in localization. I thought it would be a good way to learn more about Kubernetes. And so I'm hoping I can contribute to the Arabic projects, the Arabic localization projects in the coming future. So thanks for having me.
Nice to meet you. Since there are only 3 here, so let me explain myself also to you and Suruch. As I mentioned before, I'm leading this SIGDUX localization sub-project, and I have contributed to Korean localization maybe around 4 years. So I'm very early member of this localization area. And I'm also leading the Korean localization team as well. In case of me, I'm a researcher for computer science in National Research Institute in South Korea. And this contribution is kind of my hobby. So nice to meet you. Okay, let's go to the agenda part. And as I mentioned before, we put agenda items before we start this meeting. And based on these agenda items, we discuss or share the ideas. I listed several agendas, so let me start to introduce the agenda item. So this SIG localization sub-project is quite new localization sub-project. So recently we added a new document for SIG localization sub-project itself. So Avi, who is the other co-lead of this localization sub-project, created this pull request to add SIG localization sub-project docs to the Kubernetes communities repository. So now you have this documentation. So generally, this documentation says what is localization sub-project here, and meeting, leadership, contact, and you can find the responsibilities of this sub-project, and as well as the localization teams. So you will find some links to the teams. As I already said, he is interested in Arabic, and this team is in progress, and you can find other teams from this link. Okay, so it is the formalization of localization sub-project. So if you are interested in the governing or helping the localization itself, not the language, you can find this document and check what is the responsibilities and roles so that you can step up. Okay, is there any question regarding this item? Okay, I guess none, and let's go to the next item. And also I wrote this item. Recently, there is a Korean localization reviewer candidate approved to be official reviewer. So I'd like to introduce Jong-woo Han. Jong-woo Han is very active Korean localization member. He contributed to reviewing Korean localization content so far. So I and the Korean localization team recommended to be to him to be a reviewer. So recently he got approval from Kubernetes website and Kubernetes org repository. So if there are folks who are interested in being an approved for the reviewer for localization content, you may check this kind of two links. So if you have some approval from your team, sponsor from your team, and you got some, you achieved the requirement, then you can open these two similar PRs. Okay, is there any question or opinion? I guess none. It is just sharing some news. Okay, next item is about some ongoing item from the previous meeting of this localization sub-project. We had a PR that tried to update several languages. So this PR targeted to update those all languages. In general, we guide if you want to change English as well as the localized document, we guide to open individual PRs, but exceptionally, this change is not related to the language itself. So we guided to update the English update to the all localized document here. So I checked localization folks reviewed and approved for this change. Most of localization teams or reviewers confirmed that this changes is okay for them. So this PR has been merged based on the activities of all localization teams. So I'd like to say thanks to all localization teams get involved on this global issue. Okay, let's go to the next item. And next item is about removing some content and the configuration for Norwegian localization. So this item is also discussed in the previous meeting. So let me explain a little bit about it. Recently, one of contributor tried to update localized document in Norwegian. But in case of Norwegian content, here this one is NO is Norwegian content. The Norwegian content is so far just example code. So we don't open the Norwegian site yet, and there's no Norwegian team activity yet. So I suggested to remove this redundant item. So that means removing this configuration for Norwegian here. It is actually example and the content of Norwegian here. Those are also just example. So we should remove, and Ralph, who is active contributor for this subproject, are going to remove it soon. So it is just sharing. Is there any question or opinion? Okay, I guess none. And let's go to the next item. And Suruch, could you explain your item?
Yeah, sure. I'm sharing my screen.
Okay, let me stop the sharing.
Okay. Okay. So I hope that my screen is visible.
Not visible yet. Yeah, now it is visible. Thanks.
So this is basically an issue related to Hindi localization. So what is the issue is that when you will check the section headers for Hindi localization like this one and this one. So if I redirect to this part, so actually the section header links are not working. Just kidding. I think I have some network issue. Just give me a minute. Okay, so as you can see that we are in this section header, which should redirect to this one, but it's not because of the vowels which are used in Hindi. That's why these headers are not working. So there was a solution that was there was a basically a concern that was raised by Divya She said about that I need to research for some other localization documentation like Korean and Chinese to check that whether they are also facing this issue or not. So I checked the same headers link for Korean documentation, so it's working. But that I researched that it's working completely. And for Chinese localization, they are not using the section headers link in their language. As you can see, this is learning environment instead of their own language, due to which they are not facing this issue. So as a solution of this issue, what I did was that I follow the same thing that Chinese documentation follow. I also added the section header link in English, so to fix this issue. So this is a thing that was done by me, and I think that other documentation, other localization documentation can also adapt this if they're also facing the same thing, like having these section header links in English. So yeah, if there is any question.
Thank you for sharing. And in case of Korean localization team, we also discussed this issue few years ago, and we determined to use the Hugo auto-generated the anchor
Okay.
title. Yeah, as you investigated. And in case of Korean, if there are originally the anchoring in English is exist, then we directly use that link. Or if there's no, then we use the generated one. Generated one should be the Korean. So the case you checked is Hugo generated anchor anchoring. So
Okay.
Koreans also works, and maybe the adding English is also works. So far, it it has been maintained based on the team's suggestions, team's consensus. So I'm not sure how Hindi localization are uh, handling these issues so far. Have you checked how they manage it before?
No, like most of the links are working for Hindi localization, but as I said that in Hindi language specifically, we have some vowels, and due to that vowel, like when you will use those words, then it will not redirect you to that link due to the problem that we face in Hindi. So yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, sure, it is agreeable and uh, it is nice solution. Maybe Hindi reviewers can check your review and PR and
Yeah.
try to find the consensus. And I think for the localization sub-project level, we don't have to uh, guide how to handle the those issues. But yeah, if there's inevitable, I mean, uh, if there's a bug in Hugo, then they can freely put the new English or other language uh, anchor path. And yeah, it looks good to me, Suruchi. Thanks for the nice work.
Okay.
Okay, let me share my screen again. Yeah, Suruchi introduced how to fix their issue in anchor path. So I'm sure this pull request can resolve the current issue. Okay, there is only last items left, and so I think while you explore the localized the document, I think you already saw the information in this document may be out of date message. This message is actually the recent one. Let me show the Hindi case. Yeah, this message. I think most of you already noticed this message, and I observed this message is too openly appears. This message is based on checking the difference between English document updated date and the localized document updated date. And if there is new English update and we don't update the already localized document, then the message will shows here automatically. I don't see here. So I observed too many this case, and some case is not the actually outdated page. So there are many false alarms. So I'm currently investigating how many pages are in this out of date information status. So as many folks know about the Korean localization team, we try to update outdated Korean contents based on development branch. So when we update new development branch, we update all outdated existing Korean documents, and then we keep the outdated document updated, and in the next Korean localization branch, we update again. So we have some terms to update to follow the English update. But these days, since we automated the message, outdated the message, even in 1 second difference will show that outdated notice. So I hope to how many languages and how many pages are in this status, and I actually developing a script tool to check. So this figure shows some screenshot of that script. And once I run this script, I can check the whole languages status, how many parts in English there are around 1,400 document pages, and how many has been localized for each language. Yeah. For instance, Korean has 500. And how many shows the outdated status? In case of Korean, there are too many, 194. So I saw many localization teams have this situation in this situation. So I do like to investigate more and see how to update the automated message or the guidelines for updating outdated documents. So for fun, let me show how the script works. Yeah, this one is the result of the script. This one is for all languages. Let me put the Korean. Yeah, this when I run the script, then it shows the outdated document and how long it has been outdated. So usually this long 300 days outdated. In case of Korean localization team, we already updated this one, but maybe there are some English update that not related with the localized content has been updated. So I guess this one shows some false alarm. So based on this kind of investigation, I will update the guideline or the automation applied to this notice. So I guess many of folks joining this meeting are new to this SIGDOC's Kubernetes localization subproject. So I'm not sure you got my message correctly, but maybe if you are interested in this issue, just let me know. And if you have any questions or opinions regarding this issue, feel free to share in this meeting. Is there any question or opinion? I guess none. And yeah, Ali, thank you for sharing your opinion. And I saw new folks here, so Abu Hijit, are you there?
Yeah, it's Abhijit.
Abu Hijit. Thank you. Nice to meet you, and thank you for joining this meeting. And we usually make some self-introduction for the
Yes,
newcomer.
yes,
So could you
yes.
introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm basically from Patna, Bihar, India, and I've been contributing to CNC Sandbox project Mesri and Layer 5 community since couple of months. Yeah, it's been my first meeting here. So yeah, excited to explore Kubernetes project and yeah, SIG docs. Yeah, thanks.
Nice to meet you, and thank you for joining. And are you interested in Hindi localization?
Yeah, I will look into it. I saw the PR made by Suruchi. I will just look into it.
Yes, thank you. And if you have any question regarding the localization, maybe the Hindi channel is good place to share the ideas and the conventions. And if you're looking for the uh, global level of localization contributions or guidelines, uh, just feel free to contact with me
Yeah,
or
sure, sure.
Abby, who is the recorded of this sub-project.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay, we covered the last item and uh, maybe we have some time, so you can add your additional items, or if you have any idea to share, please feel free to share here. Yeah, Ali, please.
Well, thanks for the time. I've got one thing that I wanted to bring up for the Arabic localization project. So that project has been, trying to get off the ground for quite some time. And there's a couple of us at the moment who are working on opening up some draft pull requests to get the minimum viable set. I think a gentleman named Tim to help us out in the channel to try to figure out who from the, let's say, the government team can help us coordinate. And it looks like the new year in January, someone's going to be available to do that. So that's great. The question that I wanted to bring up is, would it be possible to open up a development branch for us to work in right now, I suppose, to help us sort of collect PRs in one place? Is that something that you could help us out with, Soko?
Sure. I also checked your message and the discussions. Yeah, I didn't put my message, but yeah, sure. I try to arrange your effort, your team effort, and I'm also a maintainer of CNCF, the cloud native glossary project. There are also localization effort, and for me, I know the Korean localization, how it works, and we are early stage localization team, but I think the initiating localization in this project has been a little bit updated, so I myself should little bit follow up, and I'm definitely going to help establishing your localization.
That sounds great. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I will check the message and the Arabic channel as well.
All right, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. I think we covered all items. So last minute, do you have any question or opinion? Okay, I guess it is end of this meeting, and thank you for joining this meeting again, and have a nice day, good morning, and good night, everywhere. Bye-bye.
Take care. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
take care. Bye-bye.